Mic 2, mic 1, and my mic. All right. And we are live, everyone. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Candles and Coasters. This is Shadow of the Dragon Queen. This is a Dragonlance campaign book put on by, or made by Wizards of the Coast. Goodness gracious, what's happening over here?
Nothing. Not a bomb.
I
rolled a 20 on my ranged attack.
Yeah, but you failed that stealth check.
No, I didn't mean to stealth at all.
Okay. So back to business at hand here. All right, so we have quite a bit to talk about before we even get into the action. As you may have noticed, the last time we were supposed to meet, we ended up having to run a rerun episode, and that is because we had someone pass away. No one here at the tables, obviously, otherwise that would be very strange. But in an effort to take care of our stream team, we made sure not to stream. So it's been a month since the last time we were sitting here, but what we really want to talk about tonight, before anything else, is that it has been 1 year since Candles and Coasters actually started this whole journey. We actually, last year, just as a recap to kind of remind everybody what we all did, but so we started here in Comic Emporium in Panama City with this idea of let's do a live stream. You know, none of us are professional voice actors, none of us have any sort of like out there in the, you know, acting world sort of clout. We're just normal gamers, every last one of us. And all of us have all kinds of different day jobs. And Comic Emporium was like, yeah, sounds great. You can host it right here at the shop and we'll get you started. So we started running auditions just to see who would make best at the tables here, who would have the best chemistry with everybody, who knew the game very well, who would come up with interesting characters. And it took us, starting in June, we were doing these auditions, these one-shots, every single week. I mean, every week we had one or two of these one-shots where we were just narrowing down until we finally got our core group of like finalists, and then we started doing this whole thing. This is before we started doing Wild Beyond the Witchlight, before we started doing Let's Play Something Else with Dustin as the DM. I mean, all of it. And you know, I saved this because the very first day of the very first stream at 9:30 in the morning.
I remember.
You remember?
I remember.
I write to everybody because this is the first time we're going live. This is the first time we're doing anything. Like, this is it. This is the jumping off point. And I was like, hey, everybody, just take a moment right now. Look around yourself. Make a memory right here and now of this moment. As I think about where you are, how you got here, all the trials, challenges, successes, and setbacks that led to this moment. Just breathe. You feel that? There's potential in the air. So we are embarking on something wondrous today. So doesn't that make your heart beat a little bit faster? Today is not just another day. Today is a beginning. I'll see you tonight. And the responses from that, from everybody, was immediately like, I couldn't sleep. I can't wait. The day is crawling. I can't wait. Let's get started. I've been thinking about this for weeks. I've been thinking about this since last night. You know, and when we got here, we sat down and we played the very first session, I knew we had something. I knew we had something pretty special. Now, we've had plenty of issues along the way.
What?
Right?
Us?
I mean, we wouldn't be Candles and Coasters if we didn't have some kind of issue. I mean, even on our 1 year anniversary episode, you may notice that it says rerun. I don't know. It's not a rerun, y'all. We're doing this live, so that's just craziness.
And what is the one consistent with candles and coasters?
Yeah,
There will
yeah.
always be
There will always be issues.
tech issues.
There's always going to be some
1000%.
sort of issues. We cannot get it. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. So here we are 1 year later, and we're all 25 episodes in. We shoot this thing every other week. But
25 episodes.
yeah, 25 episodes. Yeah, we've been doing this, and I think we've only missed 2 episodes now. But yeah, that's about it. And we talk about this all the time because all these players here, every single one that you see, they're all here at Comic Emporium all the time. Even when we're not doing this, we're still here actually doing like our own games we play for fun as well as this. So yeah, we really love this stuff. We really love Dungeons and Dragons, but we love all of that comes along with it. We love the costumes. We did our photo shoot. We've got some really cool stuff to go along with today. To begin with, we actually had a local vendor make these wonderful little water bottles for us. It's got our logo on it. Very, very cool. I'm going to try to show you as close as I can so you can see. It's very, very cool. So this was actually made by Sweet and Dill Designs. You can find them on Facebook and Insta. Just look up Lori Jean Pickles. That's Lorijean Pickles, just like it sounds. And yeah, they did really great custom work for us. It was fantastic. And yes, everybody. The other big thing is, yes, your DM, Alex, had his birthday this week. I have now been visiting on this world for 40 years.
Damn.
I like it, so I think I'll stick around for a little bit longer. And
Also, I told you, 40 more years of friendship. You're not allowed to.
40, that's what Layla puts 40 more years, and then Larry over here is like, another 100 years, and I'm like, 100? She's like, yeah, you know they got cryo sleep now, so like we just gonna freeze you and thaw you for game, and then put you right back in. I mean, all right.
Han Solo.
Yeah, hey,
Were you gonna say that's cold? Because it is.
I could go with that. I'm also wearing this lovely little shirt here with one of our mods, and you'll recognize him as Parthenos in The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. He got me this shirt which says, "Crying is a free action," and you can absolutely guarantee that somebody's going to cry today.
Yes. As he looks immediately
Why?
at Larry.
What?
That's so messed up.
I'm just looking at this side.
Like someone's gonna cry. Bam!
I'm just going to look at this side, and I'm going to look at this side.
Okay. Honestly, when it comes to crying, it's either her or it's been me most of the time. So we can't even be mad at him.
All right, so with all of that said and done, we do want to thank Comic Emporium for being our sponsor for the last year. We do want to thank all of our people that make this possible, all of the individuals that have been here for us, support us, all of our followers, which we now have a total of 81 followers, which is huge for our tiny little stream. And yeah, that means, of course, those of you who are just joining us, every 10 followers that we receive, the coasters receive 1 die to the Fate Pool. And if you don't know what that is, the Fate Pool is a D20 roll that anybody can just say, I'm using a Fate die, and they can re-roll any sort of 20. They don't have to discuss it with anybody. They can just do it.
It's called the Durin.
They're like,
Yeah, we call it the Durin Pool because Durin likes them Fate Pool die.
you're not allowed to touch it no more. No.
So yeah, very, very fun. But yeah, I think that's about everything. So once again, thank you for supporting us. Thank you for continuing to support us. Please share us. Please do all the stuff that makes us grow, because this is what we love to do. I want to thank Mo Productions for all of the behind-the-scenes work that they do with the graphic work and everything, all of this. I want to thank IC Webs for all the graphic work. I mean, just everybody who's involved, everybody that's in the credits. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Larry.
Yeah, we definitely. Larry puts in a lot of work, y'all. Not just here at stream. but she puts up with this lout and all of my craziness. So thank you very much, Larry.
You don't get paid extra for that.
No,
She really
no,
should.
not at all.
It's really your fault.
I definitely try to buy her more toys. So, you know, she really loves classic My Little Pony and those little mini toys, you know. So if anybody just wants to drop some off, Larry would go nuts for it. We'll make her open them here on camera. That'd be great.
Right.
Did you get her that bunny that she loves so much?
Which one? She's got like 9 now.
Yes. The
As
answer is
everyone
yes.
should
I
have.
have 5, not 9.
Well, that feels like
You got one of each color, right? That seems fair.
Yeah, almost
And
one
then
of
the
each
big
color.
one.
Yeah, that's
Big
Uncle
one.
CT.
Yeah.
He's, the big guy stays.
Yeah. All right. So having said all of that, I've bored you guys enough. This has been
I
just a
just want to
wonderful.
shout out real quick.
Yeah,
I
go for
want to
it.
do a quick shout out to all the coasters that are here.
Yeah.
And you know, the trauma that we are experiencing every other week. If there is a counselor out there, if there is anybody out there who's willing to
Counselor.
give
Counselor.
us help
Counselor.
and make sure that we don't have any of this stuff spill out into our real world, it's very hard. It's traumatizing. This is not fun. Okay? And we
It's fun
need
for
help.
him.
I go home mad with him.
Listen, we all made personal choices. You married that, okay? We're here. All right, we're here. We just wanted to play a game, and it's spilling. I am being called Astral in my real life,
Yeah.
and
That's when you
I
know
am
you've
sorry
made it.
about that.
That's when you know you've made it. Right there. You cease being your human self, and you are now your
just
character.
saying we need help.
You're not wrong. I got called during the day.
Right.
There you go.
So, if there is anybody out there who has a hookup, a link to someone who is a professional therapist, we need that. Thanks.
3 people
What he
in the
means
room right
is a
now.
licensed counselor.
Yeah.
Yeah, counselors need help too. Okay.
You know, otherwise, yeah.
Oh, and we've got some new
I love
friends
you,
in
Tony.
the chat. So last week we got rated as we were rolling end credits on Wild Beyond the Witchlight by the Playotic stream. So we actually got to hook up with them for a little bit over the weekend, and they will be. I think some of them are already in chat. So
Hey,
what's up, Playotic? So when you're done here, definitely head over to Playotic on Twitch and give them a follow. Now, anybody else got anything heartwarming they want to say? Anybody want to beg for mercy?
I'm gonna make.
I said mine before stream. So.
Yeah, you did.
No begging for mercy. I do want to tell everyone thank you though. I really appreciate. First of all, I love being part of the stream, but I wanted everyone to know I appreciate no one being angry at me last week when I was the one who asked that. Hey, I need some time. So just thank you to everyone out there. I didn't hear anything, and thank you to the stream for supporting me and giving that time. So.
Always. You know we got you.
I'm gonna make people cry.
That's my job.
Oh,
I've
that
done it
sounds like a
before.
challenge.
Before.
Okay, so when last we left off, you had finally crossed the sea, limped into Wrecker's Edge,
Yep.
a cove
Yes.
on the edge of the northern wastes. And you had been told, go ashore, find a place that we can bring the army into.
Yep.
And you discovered a ship,
We did.
an elven ship.
Yep.
And you decided to investigate and found,
I went
Wow.
underwater.
yep, oh yeah, no, I got you.
Trauma.
Yeah, well, trauma. Yeah, lots of physical trauma here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you were discovered by 2 air elementals, which Sai correctly identified and told you all kinds of interesting information. However, Astral found himself a giant seahorse mount,
Yep.
Pretty cool.
and he charged the ship, leaping over it using acrobatics for the first time, which he was very excited for.
Thank you, first level of Bard. Yes.
And reached out with a thorn whip because Durin was currently battling them by himself. And he had rolled a 16. And I told him that we would find out what that 16 got him in 2 weeks. However, it has now been a month.
And no, he didn't tell us in between.
You did not tell us.
And for a solid month, I've been holding on to this secret.
Trauma.
Trauma.
Oh my.
I also managed, somehow miraculously, using my DM tools to keep the initiative.
Yes.
So everybody doesn't have to reroll for that. I know
Sweet.
right where we're at.
I get to keep my nat 20.
Astral leaps over the air elementals, looking down, his sword extending, the chain coming off of it begins to wrap around this air elemental, or perhaps the air elemental's body simply causes it to wrap around. And the magic of the spell entraps the air elemental and yanks it 10 feet. In what direction, sir?
As I am leaping over the boat, I am pulling it into the water.
Okay. You are pulling it down into the water with you. Excellent job. Well done. Reverence. You're in the water.
I believe you.
You have once again been blasted off the deck of this ship.
What do you mean once again? I don't remember that at all. Was it?
I mean, it happened.
Give me some damage, sir.
It happened?
At a different time. Not this ship.
This is the second time you've been blasted off the ship.
Off a ship, not this ship.
What's blasting me off a ship?
You should roll
They
this.
did.
The air elementals.
Oh, that's right.
Roll
They did that.
display.
Mm-hmm. Roll to disbelieve. Yeah.
Ooh,
What do we got?
12, 15.
Reverence, what you up to?
20.
Ooh, 20.
I don't remember who's on the. Nobody's on
Durin is the only one on the ship, and boy is he having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he look
And
really
the rest
bad?
of us are in the water right now, aren't we?
Well,
Everybody's
you
looking-
can't really tell because
He
you're
started
down in
off
the
looking
water.
bad.
He's up on the deck by himself, going Dwarfo e Elemental O.
So here's blood.
Get some.
Yeah, and you just hear get some.
Yep, that sounds accurate.
Yeah.
Swinging that fancy new axe of his around.
Yeah. My revenge tour starts now.
I swear, it's just an excuse.
I think so.
Excuse to cause more chaos.
It is.
Nope. We've gone through my whole monologue. Trust me, there will be more to come. But
I think you're right though. I think it's just an
Monologue.
excuse.
He looks bloody, right?
You cannot see
Oh, I
Durin
can't
from
see him.
from
I
the
can't
water.
See him. Sorry, there was a lot of different. My brain was
But
not
it is safe
accepting.
to assume.
It's safe to assume he's probably taking some damage.
2 plus 2. Okay, so I'm in the water.
You're in the water.
I'm swimming. I'm fine.
You're swimming. You're fine.
Okay, I'm gonna just stay in the water.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna. I know he loves him so much. I'm gonna cast Holy Missile on him.
Okay.
To if I can see his body.
You cannot.
I can't see the general area of his body. I can't cast
You-
that on him. I'm
Here's
gonna-
ship.
Yeah.
Here's you.
Well, I'm gonna swim backwards.
Durin is somewhere up here.
Can I not swim backwards and look? I mean.
It's harder to see shorter people. As a
I
shorter
know.
human, it's not
Yeah,
even mean
dwarf.
to say that.
That's just me.
Yep.
Mhm.
Can I try to get back on the ship?
Sure.
I don't like the way he said that.
I don't like it either.
I mean, he always says it that way.
I mean, it
Wants
does
you to
feel
not
like
be
whenever
sure.
you're like, can I do this?
No rock I can climb upon. No rocky
You're in the
shoreline.
middle of the cove.
Well, yes, but
You
does that
can
be
you
a-
can swim towards shore if you like.
How far is that
From
from the ship?
From the ship, we'll say, oh, we are 120 feet.
That's rude.
But if you start now, you might get there in 2 turns.
I can only swim 40 feet.
Okay, so you might get there in 2
You can
turns.
still use the basic
You can
dash,
dash.
basically.
That'll get you 80.
Yeah.
And he's the only one left on the boat.
That is correct.
I'm dying.
Where's everybody else? In the water or?
Yeah,
on-
everybody's in the water except for
just-
Astral, who just went over the boat in his giant
On a
seahorse.
To the seahorse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's now in the water, sure.
I'm gonna pull one of them down into the water with me.
Can I yell to anybody who's still in the water with me as part of this and get a response from them in my turn?
Talking is a free action. Go for it.
Are we gonna try to fight these things?
Stop touching me!
Oh,
We're trying.
yeah.
We
I'm gonna
already
get back on the
have
boat.
I guess
I'm gonna
so.
get back on the boat. Well,
Going
we
for the
could
boat.
flee, is what I mean.
No. I feel like you
And
have to
Durin?
clear the fleeing option with Durin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like he's gonna do it.
I'm gonna try to.
I'm
get
gonna
back on
cut you! Alrighty. Well, just give me just an athletics check.
the boat. Sure.
Mm.
That sounds
Cleave!
great. 21.
Okay. So you use up all of your movement in a dash, and you are on the deck of the ship where you see Durin fighting a single air elemental.
Now I can see him.
Yes, now you may see him,
Does
but
he
you have
look-
used your
Wounded.
move and your action. You have a
Wounded.
bonus.
Does he look wounded?
Do you look wounded?
He always looks wounded.
That's
I do always
valid.
look wounded, but you see like a weird
He doesn't have
sadistic
any hair on his
gleam
face.
on his face.
Yeah, but
as
like-
he's
Yeah, but that
being
doesn't answer the
fought.
question. Do
And
you
You
look
look
wounded?
extra
I
wounded.
I have received
Yes.
some damage.
Okay.
I have like a little cut here
Yes.
and there.
Gotcha.
You tell his feelings.
Let me translate. Yes.
Get some!
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
What?
Can I just heal myself then?
Yeah,
You don't have an
probably.
action.
You have no action. You have a bonus.
Is it my necklace?
A bonus? Yeah.
Okay. Then
There
I'll
you
just
go.
do that.
You
Just
healing
do that.
yourself?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Darrow, you're in the water.
Yes, I seem to recall it's a repeat offense.
It does seem to be.
Thinking of the deck of the ship and where Durin is fighting these things,
Mhm.
was the aft clear or the bow clear to get up and maybe not be affected by these shenanigans of these things?
You think you can get up on either, because he's fighting on mid deck. So,
Okay. Well, I'll try aft then.
okay.
Try to get up there.
Just throw me in athletics.
Athletics, eh?
Yes, sir. Now, if you want to use your move and then your bonus to do your dash, you'll be able to get up and still use an action.
Well, since I rolled a beautiful 4.
Okay, so you don't get up, so you may use your action to try again.
That's better. 19.
There you
we
go.
go.
Yeah, you're now on the aft of the Sylvanesti ship, and yeah, you're looking down at Durin, and you see Reverence.
All right, so then I'm going to use my cunning action to hide, and use my free action to get my bow, and I'm really tempted to go for one of the special arrows, but I'll go normal.
Okie doke.
Thanks
All
for
right.
next to Durin when you use it. We're always okay with that.
Sigh.
Yep.
You're in the water.
Sure am.
You've identified the creatures.
Yep. I can do helpful things occasionally. I feel like at this point I would like to try to get back on the ship.
Well, give me that athletics roll. You can get up there.
Come on up.
She
I
said,
don't want to do that
no.
though.
No.
Feels like a terrible idea. Really terrible
You
idea.
do.
I don't think I want to do that at all. I don't feel like with a 12 I probably did.
You're about halfway up.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be fine. You know what? I can hang out there for a minute. That'll be fine.
Okay. Then-
Anything else I need to do right now?
In that case, you know him, you hate him,
What?
or maybe you love to hate him. I'm not sure. But Durin!
I'm gonna cut you, bitch.
The axe
Very unhappy.
swinging through the air.
I'm going to cut air.
Yes,
Oh, I do too. Like
That is a 15.
He's cutting wind. He's up there farting around on the ship.
Good.
Your axe splits the cyclone for how much damage?
It does. Ooh, 14.
Nice.
Nice.
And then. Nope, that is a 12. To hit. My second attack.
That will not do it, sir.
You were were very enthusiastic about that first one, though. Maybe that happened. You were so excited.
That's mine!
Interesting. Layla,
What else will you take from me?
not being able to breathe water is very unfortunate and disconcerting.
Concerning
And
for the sea
yeah,
elf,
Very,
yeah.
very foreign.
100%.
yeah, it's very, very foreign for you.
Mm-hmm.
Very uncomfortable, and you find yourself in the cove in the water. What do?
Definitely trying to make my way to the top.
Okay, give me that athletics roll.
Do I have to this one?
No, this is for the climb.
Okay. To get to the surface of the water?
Oh, no, you're already on the surface.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
then
you're
we're
on
good.
the
So
surface.
then yes, I will be making my way over to the boat. And
That's
trying
what
to
I
get-
assumed,
Okay.
yes.
Confused me for 5 seconds. I thought I was like still deep in trying to breathe. You said athletics, 15?
There you are. You are up onto the, pick your mid, bow, or aft.
Which side were the I would go closer to where the cyclones were, so I
Mid.
think they were mid.
Yep.
Yep, right there.
Okay, up you pop.
Yep, I have no more actions, so I check everything to get out.
That is correct.
Okay.
All right. Now we go into the air elemental's turn once more. Now we're going to start with the ones in the water with you.
Sweet.
Now when a cyclone hits the water,
Yep.
Bubbles.
they no longer are a tornado of swirling air. They become a whirlpool.
Right.
Sharknado.
Now.
Okay.
I thought they were made of dirt. So the idea was to make mud.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Sandman, and they can't hold themselves. in water.
Whoopsie daisy.
We have
Yep.
air elementals now.
Yeah, valid.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they have been the whole time.
Yeah.
They
The
just-
whole time.
yeah.
So,
They were
Oh.
just dirty.
yeah.
So here we go.
Yeah, they're in a world. They're a whirlpool now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are slamming you. Or at least they're going to attempt to.
Sweet.
Swing, bada, swing.
16 to hit you.
Will not work.
Woo!
Okay, here comes the second one. And that's only going to be a 13. So we know those are going to miss on you.
My seahorse's name is Swifty, and we are very fast in the water. Catch me if you can, bitch. You can't hit me.
The Aqua Tour.
Me and Swifty are doing really well.
Let's,
I bet.
Let's not get sued.
Swifty the seahorse?
Sure.
I think that
We'll
I
stick
think
with
that.
that.
Swifty the seahorse.
Just remember the seahorse part.
Remember that? Yeah. Tagline. Yeah. And now for you on the mid deck, which is Reverence, Layla, and Durin.
Oh, no.
You up.
Right, I'm ready.
Strength saving throws from the three of you, please.
For what?
To not get
To
knocked
not
back
get
in the
knocked
water.
off.
As the creature charges you.
Doesn't my cloak of displacement help me here?
Not me.
Nope.
You took damage last turn, so it doesn't help him this turn.
Well, it didn't help me last time at
It
all.
wasn't a roll.
It's an AoE.
Yeah, this is not an attack. It doesn't target you, it's an AoE. So,
Gotcha.
Yep.
So
So, yep, strength saving throw. Reverence, what you got?
16.
Okay, you're good. Durin, what you got?
21.
Oh,
Nice.
he did like this, and that usually means number one.
You got 21.
21, awesome.
15.
15, awesome. All right, all three of you stay on the ship this time.
Yeah.
And you only take half of the damage.
Oh,
Joy.
You're welcome.
Isn't that wonderful?
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. All
Why am I
right,
taking
so we got
Because I
a
took the other
total
one,
Thank
of 16 points, so that's going to be 8 for the three of you, unless you have any other way to reduce it.
No.
Okay, you are not flung 20 feet off the ship, and you are not knocked prone. So that means that is all for them. Astral,
Yeah.
you're in the water on Swifty the Seahorse TM. And you have the
We were fighting a
whirlpool creature in front of you.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah, we swing.
Oh, I figured.
Yeah, we swing. We swing. Swing, madam. I believe that will hit. That does a
Okay.
19 hit.
19 does hit. Yes, absolutely. And he's already had a little bit. You had a little taste of your damage last turn.
And I will be smiting the whirlpool.
Smite it. Smite it like
Smite
you
it.
have never smited before.
It is a smitted whirlpool.
What was he fighting?
Oh, yeah. That was
18.
18. My goodness.
Noise.
However, it is still with you.
That's great. Let's just smack it again.
Well, let's hope.
Punch it in the face.
Please, sir, may I have another?
I smack it again. Or 21.
You are correct.
Kick it in the throat.
He doesn't have a throat.
Poke it in the eye.
Doesn't have an eye.
Put it in a bottle.
It's not a genie.
15.
15. All right. Still with you, though.
Yeah.
I read out ideas.
Reverence. You are standing on a ship. You have a cyclone. You have a Durin. You have a Layla.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
You have options.
Yeah. Okay. Can I? Ugh.
I want to say yes.
Oh,
Oh, that's.
you were going to say destroy them with a snap of your fingers.
Oh,
but you said yes.
You know what, I think you should say yes, then we should find out.
Move action 50 feet away.
Okay.
Swim away from it.
Cool beans.
Oh, I'm not sure I want to do that now.
Why not?
Well, he's away from it, so
I'm in the water.
He's in the water.
yeah, but he swam away from the.
You're on the boat.
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay. What were you wanting to do?
I was gonna cast Destroy Water against the whirlpool. It gets rid of 30 gallons,
I like it.
so I could like.
Possibly.
All right, let's give it a shot. See what happens.
I love this idea. I'm excited to be a part of it.
Yes.
I'd like to
I
help.
like it less now because I'm afraid something scary is gonna happen.
Well, I mean,
I can make no statement that these people do not trust.
Yes.
You
Trauma.
can make no statement that we do trust.
That's for a reason.
I'm not that bad. I'm pretty.
What?
What?
I
No,
take it
it's
back.
just a door.
I immediately took it back. I immediately took it back.
It's just a door.
All right, so you throw destroy water, and you destroy 30 gallons of water, right?
Yeah.
At the whirlpool.
At the whirlpool,
And-
specifically targeting that.
Yes.
And yeah, you destroy the water, leaving just the air elemental.
All right, and I want to. Is the ship one flat deck
No, there's like a raised front, bow and aft.
and something I can tie myself to so it doesn't knock me off?
Oh, sure. You could tie yourself to one of the masts.
Are there ropes already at the masts?
Yes.
Okay. Can I just run up to the closest one and just try to wrench my non-organic arm into it?
Yes.
Ugh!
Yes. Oh,
Yes, I love this idea.
Oh my.
Well, I'm gonna do it because
Okay, do it.
that's weird, and I don't like the way you're talking about it, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because
We just do our best. Everyone.
1000%.
Yeah.
We are working with what we got here.
that's right. That's what I'm gonna do. I
Let's do
cast
it.
Destroy Water, so that's my action.
Yep. You run up and you manipulate an object and give yourself some rope to hold on to.
Yes.
Cool beans.
What are you doing?
I don't want to fall off the ship again.
Darrow.
Alrighty, so does this ship have sails?
Yes.
Are they furled or are they?
They are furled.
Unfurled.
They are stowed. The ship is anchored, remember.
Yeah. Well, did they? I didn't know if they, did a really good job of stowing them, or they just were slack about it?
This
Valid.
is Sylvanesti elven work. You know that it was done absolutely meticulously.
OCD level.
Yep. Yep. There is the sails don't have creases in them, but somehow are perfectly rolled up. The knots are all done with just the right amount of rope.
Too much rope then. Well, there goes that idea.
Okay.
So I guess I will just shoot at one of the things.
Cool. Durin or the air
I'm
elemental.
gonna get really close to Durin, but I'm gonna shoot one of the air elementals.
Okay, there's only one on the ship, and there is one down in the cove.
There's the one on Durin, so I can steal his kill. You know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do it.
All right.
Here we go.
And I rolled. Does a 26 hit?
Oh.
Just barely.
Just a little bit
Yeah.
outside?
Yep. I mean, you were right there.
So 25 hit then?
You know,
You nicked it.
unfortunately, 25 does hit. Yeah.
All right.
So angry.
I rolled below average. 14.
Okay. And?
Just 14.
Oh, just 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the 14.
Arrow shot from a magical bow.
Yeah. So it definitely takes the full amount there.
And then I will hide.
Durin, you don't know where it came from, but you know Darrow is responsible.
I mean, his name is on the arrow.
Stop attacking my prey! Or no more arrows for you!
All right, so Sai, you are hanging on the side of the ship there.
Yes, I am.
Does your little kinder self
I am.
continue to climb?
Yep, that's what we're gonna do. 'Cause I would rather not be in the water anymore.
Yes, absolutely. You want to roll for it because we're not trying to do this in a hurry.
Okay.
You use your movement. You're on the ship.
Okay.
You can see 2 of your party members, and you can see 3 of your party members, I guess, if you count Durin.
I'm pouting, like, don't take my kill. This is
Yeah,
mine.
he's real upset about something.
I'm used to him that way now. He's
Yeah.
he's gotten that way lately. You know, I feel like we need to talk about the movie.
So,
You might need to get on some medication.
For me, maybe.
yes, for you.
Yeah. For me, I'm just going to honestly stand back and do good berries because I'm not feeling great and I would like to maybe feel better.
All right, so just popping them good berries.
Mm-hmm. Sure am.
Hiding on the back. My son's up there.
Yeah. She's eating it like popcorn, y'all. She's just sitting there. This is gonna end badly for somebody.
This will end badly. You know what? I
Speaking
won't
of,
be dead though.
Good. Your prey is being shared by other hunters.
I'm not liking that. That is a 21 for the first attack.
On who?
The air elemental for now.
The air elemental.
Okay,
Oh,
excellent.
no.
That will definitely hit.
That is 12 points of damage for the first attack.
Okay,
Second.
it's looking rough.
That is a
Rough air.
26 to hit for the second.
Well, that does, as we have previously discovered, hit. Yep.
That is 10 points of damage
Okie doke.
for that one.
Yep.
Action search.
Yep.
Wait, is it dead? What am I seeing right now?
I don't know. Does Durin know that at this point?
You see red,
Yep.
and there's just you're in a field of
target-rich
enemies.
environment.
Yes.
Oh,
Another-
and that's why I stand back.
Another
So-
26 to hit.
We need to get
All
this
right.
first backstory.
Well, now we get to get some fun parts here. So Reverence and Layla.
That's why I'm not standing close to him. Let's suck it back.
Got this lovely little D4 here. Right here it is.
Oh yeah, I am remembering. Oh
It
yeah.
generates a random number.
Right. So
I forgot I was in range.
Reverence will be evens. Layla, you're gonna be the odd one out.
Alright,
On one out, I mean, she's out.
Here we go.
even odds.
That's a 1 on the die. So does a 26 hit you?
Good.
Have mercy
Yeah.
on our
Do
souls.
some damage, sir, as you contact something a little more solid.
Okay. So that is a total of 7 points of damage.
God, you won.
But technically, I did action surge, which means I get another attack.
Yep.
And that's a 21.
So here we go again with the D4. We're gonna see which one of them you hit. We're keeping the same numbers.
Wait, what was it? You said 21?
21 hit, yeah.
I got a 4 this time, which
Oh,
means
no.
you still make contact with something solid. Does a 21 hit your AC?
Yeah.
21.
Now you do have your cloak of displacement,
Yeah.
which does what?
Says
I'm berserk.
It projects an image of me standing
Here,
somewhere where I'm actually not.
So you
Okay.
got
So
disadvantage.
Yes.
So just roll again.
Okay.
Put you down.
No.
Durin, roll a second time for me and give me the lower result.
That is 22.
So 21.
Or 22.
Gonna rip his arm off.
Do it.
So you've tied yourself to the mast there and turn around just as an axe cleaves into you. And you realize you've tied yourself to a mast and can't get away.
9 points!
And Durin is cackling like a mad dwarf,
All the time.
going, "Get some! Get some!"
Yep. Yep.
Alrighty then. Request heard.
100%.
And Durin, the axe positively sings in your hand as the warm blood of your enemies flows across it.
No!
You are feeling real good about all this fighting. You are loving that berserker mentality. And the axe loves it for you. Encourages you to continue.
It loves that journey for
I
you.
will continue. I have no choice but to continue.
Layla.
Hold.
Layla has brought out the spell book, so Durin may be in trouble.
Well,
Person.
my question was gonna be, could
Didn't
I
you have
have
like
acted to
arms
that?
of hate or
With?
something, or
Rebuke?
Oh, sure. Absolutely. You could.
There's that rebuke.
Absolutely hellish rebuke works on
Yes.
Durin.
What's this mother? Right
I think
here.
we're gonna
Alright.
need a new dwarf.
Yeah, we're gonna, yeah, our dwarf's broken.
Make a dex saving throw.
I'd like to help Durin with that.
You're good at those, right? That's all right. Remember, because we now have 81 followers, we've actually got 3 dice in the fate pool. So
Yeah.
Take the damage.
84.
84. We're up to 84.
Yes!
84. We've gained
Sorry.
3 since we began.
I'm gonna get a nat 20, so it's okay.
Thank you to
Are
the 3
you?
that joined.
We'll see.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What?
Well, that's a 2.
What's this another?
That's a 2. If we count it because it's due out, it's a 2.
All right,
So technically
so-
that's a 4.
So
So I just take it.
you're just gonna take it. You're just gonna take it.
Take it.
Yep.
You know it's a lot, right?
Hit me!
Oh, she gonna.
Oh, it's gonna.
Because then it's gonna be her turn, and she gonna hit you again.
Do it.
Bring it!
Oh, bring it. Okay.
Alright, so.
You know, if you kill her, you get to become
because
captain. That's the rule.
I am having
Wow.
cast it at third
Oh, it's
level,
nasty.
that is 4d10
4.
of fire damage.
All ones.
Oh, that did not work for you. At all. Like, that's
really
a
did. You were the
9.
complete opposite.
That did really freaking did.
Ooh.
So that is, let's see, 18 just on those two. Hold on, let me go to the calculator again.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm
See, it's
technically
not me. It's not me,
already-
you guys.
I'm
I
already
am not rolling the dice right now.
I know that he has the amulet and he will not end up actually dying from this.
No, yeah, I'm not gonna die.
So, but I will knock his ass out. That is 32 points of fire damage, sir.
And that does put me down.
There we go.
And Durin goes under. Now, thanks to your amulet of, what is it? What's
Here's
it?
the health.
Periaptive health, you automatically stabilize.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you take damage, still counts. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, I'm down.
This will be a problem. Well, you know what? He's down. He's probably down.
I have been cleansed.
You have been
Yep.
cleansed.
You've been
Layla,
He's gonna stay sitting right where he
Layla,
is.
there is no other enemies
He's-
on the ship currently.
Okay, the other one's in the water.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not doing
No?
that. Nope. We're gonna go limp over to O'Leary and just kind of chill by, or reverence and just kind of chill by her, because that last hit really hurt.
Yeah.
Last hit really, really hurt.
If I could say this, so instead of my character falling down,
We're used to you
he's
running
just
off.
standing, like eyes closed,
conditioned us.
smothered in flame, like
Yeah, you're just smoldering.
yeah, he's just smoldering. He's just standing still, just
Ripping that axe.
just ripping the axe.
I'll be fine.
That's fine, but I am not. I'm not helping him.
All right, so Layla comes limping over to Reverence on her turn. Now, there's an air elemental left. Unfortunately, it cannot reach anyone, so it is making its way back to the ship.
Ah,
Oh, did Astral come out?
Astral took his turn took his move on Swifty the Seahorse
Oh,
TM,
that's right. He ran
and yeah,
swiftly over.
booked it.
Wow.
Is it Swift?
uh-oh.
Swifty,
Swifty.
the seahorse.
The
TM.
seahorse.
Yeah, Swifty the Seahorse. You got to say the whole thing.
You
Oh.
do. You do.
Swifty
yeah.
the
The seahorse.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way we don't
Yeah.
get in
STS.
trouble by
No.
the
Swift.
By who? By I don't know who we get in trouble by.
Yeah, I have no idea, right?
Yeah.
No clue.
Really,
No clue, but you know.
Swifty.
the Seahorse.
But
Seahorse.
we're just saying Swifty the seahorse.
The
Swifty the,
seahorse.
the seahorse.
That's the person.
Yep,
So Astral, you are 50 feet away from the thing. It has left the water. You are the only one in the water currently.
Coward. Okay.
Pirate.
All right.
What are you doing?
We're gonna run it back. Let's do the same thing. We're gonna sort of swoop back around and see if we can meet it in the air on its way
Okay.
up.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
Acrobatics roll.
Right. I don't think I'm gonna make it this time.
Hey, we're thinking positively.
I'm positively thinking he's not
Like,
going to.
that's a crit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a
Right.
crit.
All right. So over the ship you go.
Yep.
You see the creature in the air.
Yeah.
You thorn whip it.
Thor, wait.
Whip it good.
Yell out. No. Back in the water you go. Put back in.
I love this idea. Go for it.
For an action every time.
20.
Okay.
Let's how to distinguish where it's Aaron talking and then Astral.
And give me some damage.
No. Harder to get.
Mm.
14?
Okay.
And that's on Durin?
And you drag it back down into the water, and when it impacts, it just turns into sea foam. We are out of initiative.
Sea foams things.
And just in time, as you hear a voice calling from the shore.
Ahoy.
Get off my ship!
Who do we see?
You see an elf.
An elf, that's pretty.
Yep. So you see,
She's pretty.
yeah,
She's a pretty elf.
Yeah.
you see a dark-haired elf dressed in black and blue robes, and he's waving and pointing at you, going, "Get off my ship!"
Get off my lawn.
What I need to see is his title, I mean.
Reverence is smiling very tightly. I'm gonna try to unwrap myself from the rope
Mhm.
and not yell at that man because that wouldn't be very knightly. I I just want to look around and see who's badly hurt and just start.
Me. still.
Okay, I'm
So I
gonna,
think Layla's still.
Several individuals.
I'm gonna cast
see.
Preserve Life.
Okay.
So me and Paladine, we are gonna spread some light and love.
All right.
Terrible.
So there you are, casting Preserve Life, and as it has been true since the beginning of this game,
Oh no.
a large spectral version of the Platinum Dragon appears behind you and breathes down holy fire upon those that you are healing, and their wounds close.
So, I like it.
I can spread 30 health among, well,
So you can't give her numbers, but you just tell me
okay.
who's getting what.
So I can't tell you numbers.
No, they can't tell
We
you
can't
numbers.
tell you how hurt
They
we
can't
are.
be
You
like,
can say,
I'm only
So-
down 5.
Well, Preserve Life works as I can't give them more than half of their HP anyway, so you'll have to know their numbers.
Mhm.
And my Blessed Healer, not Blessed Healer, my
Okay.
Disciple of Life,
So I have max hit points.
my max is 39.
Max hit points.
51.
There you go. Now
Okay.
you know how much you can max out.
and they get an additional 2, well, Channel Divinity, what level is Channel Divinity? Because it's just part of my, doesn't matter. Okay, I can spread 30, so we'll go 15 in either direction.
All right. How you guys looking now?
A bit better.
Much better.
Much better and a bit better.
Okay.
Now I noticed you left Durin completely out of the equation there.
He's lucky I'm not stomping on his head with my boot.
Did I,
He attacked.
Did
He
Astral
just
hear
swung at both of us.
the guy
so.
from yelling from the shore?
Yeah.
Hit
Oh,
both
for
of
sure.
us.
So, seeing that the air elemental dissipated, not sure what everybody's doing on the boat, but I'm gonna have
Your ass
Swifty
right
like
now.
take me to the shoreline, like drop me off.
Mm-hmm.
It'll go back into the water. I'll call it when I need it again, and then approach.
Okay.
While we're on the boat, before we meet Elf Guy,
Uh-huh.
I want to strip Durin of his weapons and amulets and rings, anything he's got. I think he's gone berserk with like
He's gone mad with power.
possession, not like being possessed by something, but like having possessions, and it's something we learn about when we're young,
Sure.
where we should not have too many items because you can get greedy and weird about it. So I'm taking all of his stuff off and tying him up. Because he has been naughty and we don't like it. Carry on.
Excellent.
He axed me in the face.
I'm gonna need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Oh, that's not great. 16.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good to know.
My wisdom is fantastic, just so you know.
I'm saying.
Okay.
But yeah, as I approach, sword out, shield up, and raise them both. We mean no harm.
What are you doing on my ship?
We are coming,
Dying.
searching for a safe place to dock. We have more allies. We're looking for a place to dock. We came across your boat here, and the monsters attacked.
That's our security on our ship. It's our only way out of here.
Well, it was. It is not here anymore.
It'll reset.
Okay.
My name is Astral.
Hi.
Dalamar.
Pleasure.
He doesn't touch you.
I don't blame him.
He's just kind of looking you over.
I understand that this is a custom on Kryn. Am I doing it wrong?
I'm not sure what you are,
Oh.
so I don't want to touch you.
Go talk to your people.
This is fair.
Okay.
I am not from your world.
No.
There are a lot
No.
of strange things
Yes, you
happening
are.
on Kryn here lately. I do not fault you for your caution.
Mm-hmm. You can,
But my companions, they do not mean any harm. They are not looking to loot or anything like that. We are just looking around.
he's looking as Reverend strips the dwarf of all his items.
I mean, come on, I'm a knight. It looks like a guard is just punishing someone. That's not.
But he doesn't know that. We don't know what he's looking at.
You're chucking all of his stuff in the
She,
water.
I
right?
mean, she does still look like a knight. She's still.
I mean, yeah, he recognizes a knight of Salamia and immediately
Oh,
is
no.
going,
Oh, that's right.
we're a long way from home.
Yes.
I was talking to the knight.
Well, I didn't know that you can talk to her from here.
Can we? Can we
He's
talk?
yelling at you. Darrow, you're still hidden this whole time?
Oh, I'm gonna sneak down to the captain's
Yep, there it is.
quarters, and I'm gonna try to find that logbook.
Okay. Excellent.
I don't know what to do here. I'm really irritated with Durin. So,
Do knights typically board other people's property without permission?
no.
I mean, it wasn't in any danger, right? There was no fire to put out. No one called for help.
Well, no, but.
So is the armor yours, or did you take it off of someone?
Oh,
I assure you I didn't take it off anybody. This armor means a whole lot to me. We boarded the boat because this is not reverent stammering. I'm trying to remember. Did we see the elementals? No.
No.
We just saw an empty
We
ship.
saw an empty
You
ship.
saw an empty ship and just climbed right on.
We're here for. Go ahead.
Layla will shout. We heard there was Red Dragon army down this way. We were checking to make sure it wasn't their ship before we hit the shores ourselves.
It's clearly Sylvanesti, mate. The Red
They
Dragon.
can still whatever they may want.
So,
They're evil.
They're not getting our ships.
I do not know if you are aware of this, but Kryn is under attack by forces outside of this world. They can manipulate, take shapes and forms of other people. It is a very weird thing. Not everybody is privy to it.
Really? That's very interesting.
Oh gosh.
Do go on. Tell me more.
Well,
Did you click a button or
we
something?
have. They have begun to reference them as draconic beings, but I reference them as the Ash from my homeworld. I have experience with them. Well, I personally do not, but my people do.
Interesting. Tell me more. What kind of?
I have no problem telling you more, but first, a couple of things just for safety. You understand that we do not mean your ship or you any harm, yes? We are.
That's still being decided.
Shoot him in the face.
What?
I'm
What
not
is it
there.
that I can do
I don't see
to-
it as.
You're not there.
Otherwise.
We'll just have a conversation. You stay where you're at. I'm going to stay where I'm at. Your companions need to get off my ship.
We would be
I
happy
will
to do
I will
that.
work on them getting off the ship, if you do not mind. And I brandish my shield. Can you tell me what color you see?
This is an interesting game, especially to play on someone who doesn't see color.
What do you see?
Gray.
What words do you see?
Words? I see no words.
Are you illiterate?
Roll an initiative.
Darrow, you make your way into the captain's quarters.
Carefully, I might add.
And you encounter no traps. You encounter no. Yeah, the door is locked, but easily bypassed.
I have a key.
You have a key. And you come across a logbook. This ship was, or is, originally from Sylvanesti. and it was given to a group of elven wizards a few months ago. They were sent here because they are looking for something here in the northern wastes.
Nothing, no hint of what they're looking for? Maybe.
No, nothing like that, unfortunately. But you do get that there's a dozen crew members, and that they came with just the bare minimum of supplies. They have now been here for a couple of months, actually, and that their leader is Zelshuel.
Does that ring a bell?
Actually, give me a history check.
History. Hope I didn't skip that day.
I definitely did. I don't know why.
19.
Okay. So Zelshuel is it's a name you have heard. He is a individual that was basically a history teacher, researcher for the wizards in Sylvanesti. Not very high up. Little bit of not necessarily controversy, but there was talk of his usefulness being questioned.
Okay. How does the cabin look? Does it look in disarray, good order, everything looks
Meticulous.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna, so if it said there was about a dozen crew members, I'm gonna go search the rest of the ship and
Okay.
see if I see signs of any crew members or.
You find a dozen bunks, all meticulously made. Trunks are all empty. The supplies on the ship are completely gone. They are not living on this ship.
Right. So the longboats or whatever are gone. Do I remember seeing them ashore?
Give me a random wisdom check, and we'll see if you do or not.
19 again.
Okay. Yeah, you remember seeing that there was some longboats turned upside down on the shore.
Okay. So I think everything's up and up.
You think it's shipshape?
I'll head up to the main deck.
Okay. You come up as you can hear Astral say to a person that you are now seeing, are you illiterate? And you see an elf. From the way he holds himself and the way he dresses, he is one of the members of this crew.
Okay. So it's what, 100? You said 120 feet from the boat to the shore.
Correct.
I'll go ahead and shout. Where's Zelshuel, right?
Zelshuel, yeah.
Zelshuel? Where is Zelshuel?
And he looks past you at that, and he says, "How do you know that name?"
I myself am Sylvanesti, and I know this boat, and I know who captained it.
What's your family name?
Elderwood.
Shippers.
Correct.
Well, come ashore. He'll want to meet you.
We'll come ashore. I guess I move to gather the dwarf.
Unconscious.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, sure.
Did
I
he
can
look
drag him.
offended by my question?
No, he looked amused.
But but he didn't answer that one. I was just, but he volunteered his one debilitation, which is in case he colors off. Oh, you not good.
Okay, and is everybody come ashore?
Absolutely.
Are we doing anything about Durin?
Well, I'm gonna drag
Really?
it.
I'm unconscious.
I will see when he's what happened with Durin.
The
Is he
usual.
alive?
He's smoking.
He asked us.
The usual.
A question?
He asked you a
He's
question.
He's still above the ambulary, so I'm
Nothing
not
you
out.
can do about that.
All right.
Why is he naked?
Ask Larry.
I don't know. He's
Or,
like
I
that
don't
a lot.
understand why you
Reverence.
ask weird
You
questions.
know that we've
about
run
that.
into him that way a lot.
He's not naked. I took amulets, rings, I took jewelry, and I took his weaponry.
He still has clothes.
Yeah, he's
Mhm.
allowed his clothes.
He's allowed this
Look,
close.
we're told when you own too much, when you hold too much, sometimes you can become ill because the greed takes over you. So I thought we'd loosen his load or lessen his load a little bit
Loosen
and
his
maybe get his brains
He's just-
back in
maybe put his
order.
amulet back on
Bring
him.
back in
The
order.
things that he holds dear. Don't we think that
He
he's
axed me in the face. He doesn't get his axe anymore.
okay? What does he need?
Well, maybe give him the amulet back, because that's keeping him
You
alive.
should never get between an axe and a dwarf.
All right, I'll put
Now
the
that you think
amulet back.
about that, just give
Yeah.
him just the amulet, at least keep him alive.
Just leave him the amulet.
But if he's still crazy with that amulet, we'll have to rethink this.
Well,
Okay.
understood, but he's
Crazy with the amulet?
He's lost a lot.
Yeah, I mean, if he's
The
still the
amulet-
way he is now,
When he
he
wakes up, we'll ask him about why he attacked. We need to make sure that we stay together. We don't know.
No, I want him to stay with us. I just
we
have
don't
his
know-
things.
We just don't know what's ahead of us. We need to be at full strength.
I would rather fight something without Durin fighting me as well.
Mhm. Same.
I
Still
can't
getting
wait
his
till
way.
I wake up. It's gonna be
I was not.
Sometimes you just gotta wind them up and push them right on in there.
Okay, Daryl.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh.
Throw him over your shoulder.
Is
Let's go.
Do I need to snack or something?
I can't throw them on my shoulder.
No,
I
you
can
know,
drag
it's
them.
man.
All right, drag him by the heel, whatever.
All right, so
Drag him by
how
the heels.
are we giving him any healing, or are we leaving him unconscious and we're just gonna drag him?
Let me see.
I mean,
Let me
I
check.
already ate all my
think
good
we
He
are
is
berries.
currently
carrying him.
stabilized, so if you want to leave him unconscious, he's not in danger of dying.
Can I
Yeah,
heal him
that's why I
with a
said give him
dagger
the
of
amulet
wine?
back. Don't take that away from him.
Because
Keep him
like
alive.
it's fine. If no one else,
It's fine.
to go with the elf, I will stay with him.
I mean, we can
And-
lower him into the boat and we're rowing him ashore. It's fine.
He
There's
can
no
come
boat.
with us.
If you
I-
imbibe alchemist fire,
There's
does that
a boat.
heal?
All the boats are on shore.
What did we get to the boat on?
You swam
Swam
We swam in
From what?
from your ship.
from our ship.
from the.
From our longboat.
I can
Our
guess water
longboat
walking and
didn't
get him onto shore.
wouldn't go to. It didn't go all the way to the shore.
Well, you didn't anchor it, so it's been
It's
going.
probably gone. Got a whirlpool
I
in
was
this
the last one
water.
up. I was the first one up.
So it's long gone.
I cast water walking and walk him onto
I was
shore.
gonna say I have water walking also.
There we go. We got water walking. You guys got water walking. You have means to do so. My question is, are we dragging him or are we making him conscious?
Well, I'm on the shore already. I gotta wait until he gets to me. But if he's still unconscious,
I don't have the means.
when he gets to the shore, I will be healing him.
Okay.
Yes, I'll heal him.
All right. Now, second question. What are you doing with your seahorse?
Oh, when it dropped me off the shore, I sent it out into the water, and I'll call it back when I need it.
Awesome. Excellent.
12 health, Durin.
Still
During.
got the necklace on?
No, you have taken they took
No,
everything.
No, she
we
put
gave
that
him the
back,
amulet
yeah.
back.
Yeah, put the
We gave him
amulet.
the
Okay,
amulet back.
periapt, yes, it's still
Yes.
on you
Okay,
there.
so the necklace doubles the healing. So you said 12, so 24.
His axe is on my back.
I'm very well aware of that.
But all of us except for Astral, who's not close enough and also doesn't necessarily need it.
Durin,
Water walk, including Durin, even though he was out of time.
your eyes flutter open from the abyss that you were banished to, and you stare around, clear-headed, for the first time in days. You immediately recognize there's something missing from you.
Check your junk.
And I don't mean
Your beard.
physically. Something that had been whispering at the back of your mind is noticeably absent.
And I'm tied up.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, we didn't untie them.
You're also gagged.
I didn't
We didn't
do
do
that.
that
Darrow did.
Arrow was like, just in case, he says dumb things.
So I'm gagged too. Okay.
No, I didn't gag you.
Oh, hold
You
on.
provide me way too much entertainment.
Right.
And Dalamar looks at this whole procedure and goes, okay, looks like you have some interesting stories to tell. Well, we've got 12 miles to go, so I look forward to hearing them.
Miles.
Who are you?
Huh?
Dalamar.
Dalamar.
Are you the XO? What's your functionary on the crew?
Currently, annoyed researcher. I have been
Annoyed researcher.
searching the
What do you research?
coast for ancient ruins.
Have you found any?
2 weeks! Still nothing, as I told him 2 weeks ago. But I have to stay here and keep looking because we can't leave literally any stone unturned. However, thanks to you, I'll be able to take a break.
You're welcome.
I very much appreciate it, little Kender. So if you'll follow me, please
Sure.
come this way.
Why am I tied up?
It's safer for everybody that way.
It really is.
Yep.
You hit me in the face with your axe.
You hit both of us.
Did y'all deserve it?
No.
No.
We were fighting beside you against the air elemental. It died and you swung at both of us.
You just started hitting people.
And hit us.
I mean, I don't remember that.
That's
I
okay.
hit that,
That's why you're
so
tied
I
up,
knocked
then.
you out, it's okay.
Where's my axe?
It appears
Where it is?
that
It's
because you cannot
it's
have
with
no-
your shield.
I have no idea where it's at.
because you cannot be trusted with your weapon at this point in time. Reverence has confiscated it.
Momentarily.
So So allow me to see if I can understand this correctly.
Mm-hmm.
We're walking. We are walking. I'm just going to
I've
We're
lost
walking.
Mm-hmm.
Long time ago.
everything.
Yeah, pretty
And the
much.
one thing that I
But
was
not our
able-
friendship.
That is
Continue.
Debatable. Y'all, okay. I've lost Frostwind. I've lost.
Named her first.
I lost
Oh, now this is
Ispin's
something you
book.
lost.
One of
Okay.
the thing that that was burnt up, and I don't know who did that. And I swear, whenever I find out who did that, I'm gonna say, oh, I'm gonna take everything from that person. I lost the one thing that brought me joy. I didn't fire cannon, so that's still up there.
Question, Reverence. Did you take the token that Kavesin gave him?
No.
I don't think
No.
I didn't even remember it, so I wouldn't have
Okay.
searched him for it.
We hide it in a special spot.
Well, even at that, I was gonna say, like, even if she found it, I don't think she would. You know what that is. Your kid gave it to him.
Yeah, if he had still had his book, I would have left him his book. You know, I just
What book?
his book.
That one.
That one burned up. Didn't it?
Somebody
I
burnt-
said
some-
if he had still had his book, I would have left him his book.
Ah,
Like
gotcha.
I
Someone
leave
burned that
him.
up.
She would like to leave him personal tokens.
Yeah, he just had too much stuff on his hands apparently, and he got nasty. So
Where is my axe? Where is my shield? Those are things that are mine. Those are things that I hold.
As I
great.
said, my friend, Reverence has confiscated them until we can identify why you are untrustworthy with them.
As soon as we make
I'm
sure you're
fine.
not gonna hit any of us anymore with the axe, you can have it back.
Yeah, you hit Reverence really hard.
Did she die?
No.
That is not the point.
Okay.
But did you die?
Okay.
Did
Okay.
I
Don't
did-
make him
That
unconscious
is not the-
again,
If
please.
she didn't die, then that means I did not hit her hard enough.
That's
You're
right.
fine with that?
I'm fine with it.
Doran,
I am fine with
do
it.
you understand
Remind me
what
of
it
the
is
track
that
and make
you're
him
saying?
unconscious again?
We are here
Drag
in
him
a
around.
foreign land. We need to rely on
We
that
are
one.
here in a foreign land, and yet I am tied up, bound, yet I have not my shield or my
Because
hat.
you
are-
attempted to
you
kill
are
me.
attacking and attempting to kill your own
Attempt
people.
Treacherous,
and
just
doing
like
are two different
best
things.
Doran,
choice ever.
To rescue.
Doran,
This or
if
whatever.
you
were
do not
this
express any
close
type
to
of
that.
understanding or
This
remorse for
close
attacking the
to that.
people that are supposed to be watching your back,
How
and
can
that
I
you are-
show remorse for something I don't remember doing?
Whoa.
You're
whoa.
saying
Do
right
you
now
trust-
you
You
should
don't
have killed
remember
me.
That's-
something.
Doran, do you trust me?
Oh yeah.
Do I have a reason not to trust you?
This
You
is
would
why
never
I'm
lie to
asking
me.
you.
You would never hurt me.
No, I wouldn't.
You would never do anything that
So,
would mistrust
would
me.
you, do you trust me? Because I trust reverence, and I trust,
You trust, so I should trust you because you trust them.
no, I am saying,
Mm.
if they are saying that you did this, rather
did.
than fighting and saying that just because you don't remember doing it, that it did not happen, maybe they're onto something.
Delmar pulls you aside.
Maybe
So Delamar.
we listen.
Yeah.
Maybe we express a little remorse,
How many
say
days?
sorry,
I've been on this coast for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Have you
and then
found
maybe
anything?
identify why
Not
you are attacking your
anything.
friends.
Are you
I
searching?
don't
Reverence
like,
would never
the
attack you.
Grid pattern.
Layla would never attack
I've
you.
searched in every.
So why are you attacking them?
Wait, so in the 2 weeks you've searched this whole place?
I did.
Every square.
Self-defense.
Yeah.
I mean, true. It was a reaction to
you're
his
looking
actions.
for-
Well, I don't know
Ruins.
why I did
Ancient
it, but
ruins.
I
I
was
did.
watching.
We can
and I
find-
will
and this is
tell
what we
you.
are doing. We are going to find out why. Because I know that you would not do this on your own
Do you have
volition.
any idea where?
Once we find out
And this
why,
is
we're
the second
supposed to be
time you tried
looking
to
like
attack
was
me.
there
That's true.
By the way, in a fight.
phrase?
That's true.
So if I try to attack you before, why
The
is this the first time
whole
hearing this?
northern waste.
Because the
The
last
whole
time
north- that's
we
gonna
were
take
assuming
some
that
time.
maybe it was like
That's
the
Well,
left
got blown
why-
up by the
Crazy
ship
man.
afterwards,
Kind of the
so I wasn't
point.
necessarily concerned with that conversation. I was more
Apparently
worried about
the
you missing a
council-
leg.
Thought that
that part.
Yo,
Joshua
what happened? Why
needed
am
to
I
be
missing my
somewhere
leg? Why
else
am I
for an
missing my
extended
beard?
period
Why
of
am I
time.
missing my hair? Why am I missing?
Okay.
and
Black
so
book.
he
He is
gathered all
just
his
spiraling.
Did you
That's
really
all.
students,
forget that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's spiraling.
myself included,
What's the last
Yeah.
thing you remember?
and came here.
Yeah, what's
And
the last
we've
thing
been
you remember,
here.
bud?
And we have mapped quite a bit.
Uh-huh.
Grief.
Yes,
And I'm
there
so
was a lot of
bored.
that.
Yeah, I bet.
We're so sorry.
Just when you're not finding anything.
Yeah. Well, he just keeps making me check the coastline over and over and over again.
So the coastline, just the coastline. no
just
place else?
literally the coastline, just walking back and forth.
Well, what do you think? I mean, if you're here looking for ruins, where do you think they are?
Somewhere not here. It would make no
Because
sense to have ruins
that's
here,
obvious.
given the history of this place.
The history of this place. Could you fill me in?
The Northern Wastes was the site of massive battles in the, I believe, the Third Dragon War. Blasted the land, made it completely unstable. Arcane storms rack the surface. The canyons can flood at any moment without warning. And that's just the tip of the vacation-worthy iceberg. Because then you have to deal with all the incredibly strange creatures keep popping out of the malfunctioning arcane portals that litter the land.
Arcane portals, you might have led with that one. Now, you've discovered how many arcane portals?
Too many to count.
Where are
So
these
numerous.
strange creatures?
Okay.
They're all over.
And what do the creatures look like?
Well, some of them look like things we have here, and then some look kind of like him.
Kind of like who?
What?
The big guy.
The big guy.
The big guy.
We're busy arguing here.
They look like the big guy. Okay, all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And then there's the big old, massive, spiny, purple scales, just a mouth that just constantly devours, and it swims through the earth as if it were water.
That sounds awful. I think we need to avoid that at all costs.
Yeah.
So, have you recorded these portals as you've come across them?
Some. That would be one of the others who's on portal duty.
Has anybody tried to go through them, utilize them?
Oh no, no,
Just asking.
no! Oh, I haven't laughed like that in weeks. Oh my goodness, could you imagine if they were to try to go through one of those things? What could possibly happen to them, and what could possibly come out?
Right. That's why I asked. I wanted to know.
Nightmares.
If anything had been learned.
We have learned that they operate erratically, that magic in the vicinity of a portal can trigger it to activate, and the things that come out of it are interesting or terrifying, or sometimes unexplainable.
Are they all violent?
The portals or the things that come out of
The
them?
things that come out of them.
A little bit of everything.
Definitely interested in seeing if one or two or more of these things.
Oh, you'll see them. They're everywhere. A product of wizards doing what wizards should not. Tampering.
Can y'all untie me?
No.
No.
I have no weapon.
And?
I can't do anything.
Yep.
This is bullshit.
Okay.
That's fine.
I mean, what else are they gonna take from me?
I should just hit him and
Fair
then
enough.
heal him and then hit him
You
and
know-
then heal him.
You usually gotta pay extra
Hey,
for that.
Reverends, how about
You
this?
have
I'll
hit.
hit him and then you heal him, so you're not getting in trouble
We are
for
not
it.
This is
going
true.
to attack a defenseless
I don't think that
teammate.
loophole's
And
gonna
I'll
defenseless.
heal him with holy missiles, so it's still an impact.
Okay. So tell me, where are you coming from? How did you meet? Really, why are you here?
Last we were in Calaman.
Calaman.
There is
We sailed through there.
some sort
They
of.
were all locked up. They let us into the harbor.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty tight around there. Because there's this army starting to form.
Mm-hmm. No, we know about it.
Yeah,
They're here.
they're here too.
Oh yeah.
Are they not messing with you?
They're looking for something.
Have you ever thought about maybe following them, watching them, seeing what's
No, no. We tried that to begin with. We thought we didn't actually realize who they were, what they were, and we spoke with some of them, and it didn't end well for our people. We were 12. We are less now.
How many
Sorry
are
for
there
your
now?
losses.
8. That's including myself and Selshwell.
Sure, sure. Wow, do you know where they're camping or where they're staying?
No, they're moving across the waste. They're looking for something, and we just try to avoid them.
So they look at an area and then they don't find anything, they move on to the next area?
As far as we know.
Well, interested in what Zelshul can tell us, or who's studying the runes, or the portals?
I don't know who's on them right now.
Okay.
We'll see when we get there.
Okay.
But yeah, tell me all about it. Where have you been? What have you seen? Anything, literally anything.
They're leading us to this current misadventure that we're on. I'm really not going to go into it, but maybe one of the others will.
Jared, you tell stories in a terrible way. You are not a good storyteller.
I'm
feel
not.
like
I agree.
I feel like the Kinder
Bad
has.
storyteller. Terrible storyteller over there. Let me know.
Tell me a story. We
Let me
have
know.
12 miles to cross, and I want to hear all about your heroic adventures and misadventures and what led to this and why you have a knight If she is a knight.
Hey, we do not besmirch the knight, first of all, sir.
What are you
We will
implying
not do that.
when you say this?
You don't,
You're tied up.
you're not gonna
You're all
besmirch
tied
our
up by your friends?
He gets a little hot-headed, honestly.
Hmm.
He does. He gets a little hot-headed sometimes, and this most recent time, we haven't been able to reason with him about it yet.
Mhm.
So we're just gonna kind of leave him that way for a minute.
I'm gonna back up with him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let everybody walk ahead of us, and I'm gonna cast silence around myself and him. He needs a timeout, and we're having it.
Wow. Alright.
So
Notes.
you cast silence, and again, spectral form of Paladine comes forward. Dalamar stops and is watching this procedure happen as the wings enfold you,
Alright?
and he says, "And that is just spectacular. Please tell me that story."
We will not.
That is not my story to tell, so I
Nice
can't tell you
adventures
that
I was talking
story.
about.
But you really want to,
Of
right?
course I want to tell you
Because
that
did you
story.
see
I did.
there was the dragon?
Dude,
I don't know if you know about dragons.
I do. I know a lot about dragons, actually.
I was gonna ask, you have this great big,
Mhm.
but I didn't want to be impolite. I didn't know if you knew it was there.
Don't stare at it, it's rude.
You didn't know if I knew that my face was half copper.
You're Kendra.
Okay.
So yeah,
Passing
so back to
by
the giant
Your
sparkly
racial
dragon.
insensitivities to the fact that just because I am a small kinder person, you assume that I would not notice something upon my own face. Passing that one
I
back.
feel like you would notice, but then immediately move on and forget about it. Be like
I don't
discovering it
always-
every time you look in the mirror.
Wow. And I don't always do that. And also, so you know, I tracked what you said about the corals. Very interested in those. Might have new forms that come up. Very interested in that. As a druid, very interested.
Oh, you're one of them shape changers.
Yes. Very important. Very important. So,
You know you learned that from my people, right?
did I?
Yeah, we actually invented that. We passed that knowledge on. So it's very nice to see a Kender that can,
Appreciate the finer things.
Yes.
I was going to say concentrate long enough to learn the forms.
You'd be surprised at the things that
I'm
I've
already
been able
surprised.
to do.
I'm surprised by a giant sparkly dragon.
You should be.
So
You'd be
does
more
it have a
surprised.
name?
First of all, I already told you, not my story to tell, and clearly she's doing something.
So it doesn't
right
have a
now.
name.
Doesn't matter if it has a name, not my story to tell.
Does anybody know if it has a name?
Not their stories to
Inside.
tell. So,
Roll it.
I mean, I can't raise my hand.
you
can
can
do
raise
nothing.
I can't raise my hand. I know the name.
15.
You can't.
What are you wanting to insight?
Is he playing dumb, or does he legitimately not know?
He legitimately does not know.
Yeah, these guys are performing cute.
While he thinks that over.
You don't know anything of the old gods yet.
Only that they're gone and have been for forever.
There is more to that story. but-
I'm asking, but your
Surprise.
Kender keeps holding back.
First of
Just
all,
saying.
I have a
You
great
look
story.
like a
And
storyteller.
you know what? Screw this.
Just saying.
And if the story surprised they're back?
To keep it short,
Wow.
the gods are back.
You know what?
That's
You know
the least craziest thing I've heard today. But I mean, but you're joking.
The,
Oh,
the
no.
dragon, the
Yeah, we're
dragon
not.
as you
No,
see
we're not.
is it's Paladine.
The old
Paladine
gods
brought me
are
here.
back, and that's less surprising than a kinder. Okay, alright. Yep. Alright.
Paladine personally, the god who's been gone forever, picked you out and brought you here from.
Paladine
He
did not
picked
pick.
her out.
Yeah, that part of it.
You want to tell the story?
I did actually.
She was.
I asked you to tell the story, and you
She
didn't want to
was
tell
telling
the story.
You said you didn't want to tell the
I
story.
didn't say I didn't want to tell the story. I said the part about Paladine was maybe reference his own information to share.
Oh,
Okay, but now that it's out in the open, can I have the full story?
Sure, why not?
Okay, to somebody. Either
She's
you could
gonna
tell it
get
together.
picked by
You
the
want to
dog.
take turns?
Oh yeah, she's also silent right now, so she can't even talk.
She literally can't even tell us right now.
Can't hear it, can't
Yeah,
talk.
can't hear it, can't talk back.
Blissful silence.
No, Reverence was chosen by Paladine.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The knight. It is.
She
She's
is a knight.
she's a real knight.
Wow, dude, how
She
many
is.
times do we have to tell you yes, dude, before you believe
I,
us?
you know,
Like,
Is the girl really a knight? Can
it's
the
just
really be a
strange to see the knight traveling with a known pirate.
You know what I find strange,
Okay.
Delmar?
I know
mean,
the ship.
extenuating
I
circumstances.
find that you have holding the position of researcher on your vessel and amongst your crew. You are not very knowledgeable of the history of your own world.
Oh, I know my history very well. I just didn't know who you were and didn't really feel like getting into sharing anything. Not until I figure out why you're here and what your purpose is. I've already lost close and dear friends to complete strangers
From these portals.
from many dangers here. The last ones who looked and talked like everyday folk until they drew their weapons and
Totally didn't. We've lost
laid
people
waste
to
to
them
us.
too.
And
Well,
the
I
only
never-
reason that I'm not leading you into a death trap is that you have someone with you that I feel a certain kinship with.
I respect that. Sidebar. Did anybody share, or was I privy to the knowledge that more of my kind came out of the portals?
I don't think anybody shared that.
Okay.
So, now that we've established and the dragon's out of the bag, so to speak, and you're going to convince me now that the gods have returned,
No,
tell
they
me, I
Solid.
you believe that,
No,
but
no.
I
Whether
am still waiting.
We are not here to convince you of anything. You believe what you want to believe.
Great, I believe they have not returned, but I do
Fine.
want to hear about the sparkly dragon. Which one of you would like to tell me about the paladine shape there?
Paladine is the one who brought me here. My goddess, Celestia, picked me out.
Yep, never heard of her.
You wouldn't have. She comes from my world, Deva. But I was chosen, and Paladine brought me here to Kryn
Mhm.
for my knowledge in how to deal with the Ash, considering the Ash have come here and have started the Red Dragon army.
Which you say we are calling draconics.
Draconians.
Draconians.
Is what has been
Draconians.
referenced. Yes.
Yeah, they do look very lizard-like.
Yes.
They need to look really dead like.
Oh, I support that 100%. Absolutely. I would like to see them dead myself.
Well,
And then I would like to dissect them and learn all I can about them.
Oh,
there's
you should
quite-
ask to see the really neat knives we have made out of their bones.
You have knives made out of these creatures' bones, and you're just now telling me?
Why would we?
First
insult
we
you?
got Sparkly
Yeah.
Dragon that you won't tell me about, and now you're telling me you've actually already done what I want to do? I'm afraid, little Kinder, that you and I have gotten off on the wrong foot.
Huh? What do you know about that one?
I pulled it.
What do I know about that? Nothing, because I'm restarting this conversation with you. Hello. He rolls his sleeve back so that there's nothing for you to reach up into and holds his hand out and says, Dalamar, Wizard Apprentice of Sylvanesti. And you are
Cyprian.
Cyprium.
I go by Cy. And currently a Kinder.
Currently a Kinder. Ah, I see. Because you're a wild shaper. Yes.
Mhm.
Interesting. Interesting. So, tell me more about Sparkly Dragon, Paladine, and dissecting the Draconians.
Oh, the dissection of the Draconians? That has to be done while they're still alive, unfortunately. Just FYI, they will turn into ash the moment they're killed.
Is that why you call them Ash?
Correct.
It is.
Go on.
Yes. So as they die, so the only way to do that is actually if you have a very special formula that only some people know how to make, and I'm not even sure we know anyone who does that. But there is something very special that will kind of keep them from dying if you were to need to question them. And to be fair, if you've taken the bones ahead of time, as some of us did, snacks are great. Then you'll have them.
They're
here.
eatable.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
You would have to carve the flesh from them while they were still living, but yes, absolutely.
Fantastic, fantastic. And so the Paladine Sparkly Dragon is related to these creatures. How?
Not related.
Not related.
They have a dragon. There is an evil dragon that they are worshipping, and Paladine, in his return, has selected some to be his heralds. To fight
Which
him.
is apparently the knight.
Yes.
Correct.
The knight is a herald of Paladine.
One of them.
Just one. Are the rest of you then heralds of Paladine?
I am here as a consult, and there is
Consort
There are
to the
others.
knight.
Consult.
Consult.
That's better. Little language trouble there.
Interesting.
Yeah, he
Very
would
wonderful.
do a lot.
And so you're on a holy mission?
One would call it that.
Holy mission to the Northern Waste, looking for something?
Oh, certainly looking for something.
Could it be possible that what you're looking for is also what they are looking for?
We may be trying to find it before them.
That would be optimal.
Mm-hmm.
Great, great. What is it that you are looking for? Perhaps I can help.
Oh yeah, you're silent. Player me forgot.
It isn't that we are looking for anything in particular. We know that they are looking for something here. We don't know what they are looking for. We
So
need
you
to
are
find
just
out.
going to wander around and
No.
hope you stumble upon. How do you know that you haven't already found it?
I mean, that's worked for me.
Well, we are going to find out what they are looking for, and then
How? You do know there are hundreds of them,
yes,
and there are 5 of you and 1 of you tied up.
Well, you see, he's tied up because
When
he's
that
worth
one's not
5
tied
million.
up, he's definitely worth about
He's
5
worth-
to 10 of
he's
us
worth
in a
5
fight.
million.
Yeah.
That's why I say we wind him up and just.
our
Yeah.
mission is our mission. How we go about it, unless you are planning to assist, is not your concern.
Well, that's what I just said. I might be able to help you. Holy mission from Paladine. If the gods are back, perhaps he will look favorably on me, and I will no longer have to be here.
Maybe we will go ahead and reserve our request for aid for your captain.
Not my captain. He's the head of the research team.
Yeah. The head of the research team then.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I'm afraid you're going to find him not nearly as agreeable as myself.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
That we will. That we absolutely will.
You haven't been very forthcoming.
So tell us about these portals. Tell us about the things that come out of them. That's what I want. What kind of things?
Well, let's play a game.
Oh, okay.
Let's play a game. You like
Love
games?
games.
We've got
I love
time,
games.
right? Games?
Yeah, sure,
Anybody
why
like to
not?
gamble
Love
a
games.
little?
No.
Oh.
You know, this
No
isn't
gamblers
really a
here.
gambling
Yeah.
situation.
All right, little game here then.
What
We
game?
call it 2 truths and a lie. I tell you
Mm-hmm.
3 statements.
Mm-hmm.
If you pick the lie,
Mm-hmm.
then I will reveal something.
Okay.
Okay. But if you don't pick the lie,
Mm.
then you have to reveal something to me that I ask.
I am not going to say we're going to reveal to you any information you ask.
I'm not asking for anything dangerous.
Nope, we're not going to do that.
Are you sure? I have some very juicy knowledge.
I feel like you do, and I'll be happy to, you know what?
Anybody gonna play?
We can't choose out the right one.
Insight.
What if we play the same game back with you? You'll get plenty of info that way, won't you?
19 on the dice is 24.
Okay. You being a practiced liar
Mm-hmm.
and ne'er-do-well
And ne'er-do-well, alright.
and really bad egg. You
All praise. Let's
yeah.
keep going.
you immediately know he's not joking. He knows something. He knows something very, very juicy.
Okay.
But you know you're not going to get it out of him without playing his game.
All right. Well, I think it may actually benefit us to play alone.
I don't mind telling him anything that's mine personally. I will not commit to telling you other people's secrets.
Is it possible
but-
to?
Tell him how he knows this number.
Are there any tools or anything that we can use during the game?
Nope. This is just based on your own insight into the individual.
I mean, why don't we just do the game back and forth? We'll tell you two truths and a lie, and you can tell us which one you think.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
So, go ahead, Cyprian. Give me your 3 statements, and let's see if I can deduce the lie.
Certainly. My favorite form is the dragon. However, I spend an enormous amount of time in the form of a copy. And I am extraordinarily fond of small mice.
You wear a shroud of Kaganesti. So I will say, given its origin, you're familiar with exotic creatures, of which the Okapi belong to.
Indeed they do.
You have a scale upon your face that resembles something of a dragon, and whether or not it is purely cosmetic or a part of you, I cannot tell. So perhaps you can turn into a dragon form, and the scale is simply an example of you learning how to do what we mastered centuries ago.
Certainly is a possibility, isn't it?
And then you are very small. And as I recall, Kinder are very fond of smaller creatures. And since you have admitted to me that you are in fact a wild shaper, a protector of the wild, I would say that mice would be some form of smaller creature that you would feel some sort of kinship and protectiveness over. So I will say that the truths are that you do indeed love small mice. And, as I have not seen or heard of anyone turning into dragons and flying about, I will say that the Okapi is a lie.
Fair enough. I would be correct.
Aha! So, having won,
Absolutely.
you must now tell me one thing you are looking for here.
Can it be any of us?
I
This game was between Cyprium and I, but you shall have your turn.
am indeed looking for the Green Dragon Grimir, or we have a score to settle.
My turn. I was born in Sylvanesti, am the first son of a noble family. That is one statement.
Mm.
Statement number 2. I detest eggs. Statement number 3. I tested at the Towers of High Sorcery. Please. What is my lie?
And do I get to roll insight?
Of course you do.
I would like
Okay.
to.
I would not give you a chance.
Listen.
I would like to help.
Can I help?
Everybody's like, huddle up.
Hold on.
Yeah, help action, help action.
Listen. It's actually one of my better numbers. Calm down.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Okay, so my better one was 24.
Okay.
All right. What does it tell me?
Given your heightened senses, you smell eggs on his breath.
Okay.
Tick tock.
Oh. Given that I can smell the eggs on your breath, I'm going to call that a lie. And
You got me. I love them.
it wouldn't be hard to tell that you're the oldest son. You've a bit of a pretentious attitude, and we've checked that if you're going to use that as part of the game.
He looks to Dara. Am I pretentious?
I think you're alright.
Okay, so
He was extra.
I promised you something juicy.
Mm-hmm.
And this happens to fall in line with what you told me.
Hmm.
There is, in fact, a green dragon here.
Hmm.
And I happen to know where she has a nest with a single egg in it.
I would like to know that information.
Oh,
That's what I know.
perhaps you'll get that from me.
Fantastic.
Well, now, who's next? Who would like to play next?
I will play your game.
I'm afraid you may have an unfair advantage, since you have openly admitted that you are not from here.
How would that be an unfair advantage?
Well, he could tell me anything about his planet or the world he came from, and I could not prove whether or not he is telling a lie.
Oh,
Or
but you
telling
could
me.
tell us so many things about yourself.
All of my statements will be from my experience here on Kryn.
Give me your statement, sir.
Okay. When I first arrived, after getting word that I was brought here for a purpose, all I wanted to do was destroy the ash. Since then, since my time here, that has changed. That's not all I want anymore.
That's quite a bit in a single statement, or is that your 3 statements that you...
That is one statement. My second statement, I want to kill you.
And?
My third statement,
That was it. I want to kill you.
I want,
It was like you were talking.
My third statement.
That's the true one.
My third statement is
Two truths and a lie. Two
He's
lies.
he's got 2 lives in
what
it.
I am looking for is the location of the Red Dragon army.
I deduce that if one statement is true, then another must also.
What?
So, if you are searching for the Red Dragon army, I would then say that your first statement would also be true, that when you were sent here, you were consumed by the destruction of these creatures, but now you search for something else as well. So, the lie is that you wish to kill me.
Correct.
Dang it, Astral, I taught you to be better than that.
Why would you want to kill me?
I
Of
don't-
course not. Exactly. It was too obvious. So, now, you must give me something that you are looking for here. That can't be the Red Dragon army, as you have already listed that.
There is a member amongst the Red Dragon army. I do not know his name, but he referenced me as the Pilgrim, and I need to find him, specifically. I know what he looks like. I know what he sounds like.
What does he look like? 'Cause so far, you've given me very little. It's very generic.
He
I'm
is-
looking for a person that knows me and calls me a pilgrim. It's not very...
I do not know his name. I just know that he knows a lot about me individually. He is not their high general or captain. He is one of, he's somewhere in middle management, I guess. But I have been tasked to find him, and the key to my people's survival is based on his survival. He cannot die. And I need to find him. And I need to find out why, what he knows, or how important he is.
Oh. Okay, well, I suppose that's acceptable. All right, my turn.
Your turn.
My turn. Statement number 1. I once bedded a dwarven lass with hair of gold everywhere.
Oh, goodness.
And statement number 2. Upon testing at the Towers of High Sorcery, not only did I pass, but I met a promising young wizard and his twin brother. Thirdly,
Of like, what? The Raceland Caramel Village?
thirdly, I have seen 2 creatures, man and woman, emerge from a portal, looking just like you.
I lunge. I lunge and grab him by the lapel.
Where? He's this. You're breaking the rules of the
Where?
game. You're breaking the rules
Where
of the
are
game.
they?
I cannot give you the answer until you guess.
I pulled one of the bone
I
daggers.
I
I pulled one of the bone daggers.
Right? By the way, that's
Yeah.
those really
No.
neat daggers we were telling you about. I'm just saying. They are
Layla
really
literally
sharp.
puts a hand on your chest and pushes you away. Says, "Calm down.
I'm afraid you've
No."
broken the rules of the game. You cannot threaten me with violence to give away
If you
my
win,
truths and
You
lies.
can ask him that question.
Is it? I mean, he really
Calm
thinks
down.
that's a good time to be fair to everybody here. I feel like showing him the knife and just counting.
Would you like to roll insight?
I see nothing, just like
You're silly, Simon!
Yep. Yeah, you're just like, nope, rage. That's all I feel, rage.
Oh no.
That's it.
Make your basket.
So you say
Make your basket.
which one is the
Come
lie?
on,
He asked me, well, which one do you think is the lie? The one where you said you see my people. That better not be it.
Why would
I promise
you
you
be
that.
upset about that?
I'm still waiting.
Because
He gave me hope, and then it destroyed.
Yeah,
He's going to die for that. It better not be the lie.
and now
He's
his
an elf,
two
you really
trees
think
of
Drop
mine have
silence
just
or
been
casual?
changed.
Like, come on.
Calm emotions.
What
Because I see him.
do you want from me?
One.
Is your silence?
It's your
Oh,
name.
right.
Throttle.
It's your name.
Charisma. For
What's you want from me, man?
everyone.
Okay.
Every single person.
Everybody needs to make charisma saving throws.
What? What's going on?
I've dropped silence and I'm casting.
She's trying to get us to calm down.
We were calming down.
Yep.
How do you expect me to react?
What are we discussing, charisma?
I'm sure I reacted the way you thought I was going to.
I mean, I am your DM, am I not?
100%. I gotta be. I
Why
did what my
if I
player
know
would
the being
do.
rolled?
So, let's go ahead and start with Darrow, who's normally the picture of calm. Your saving throw?
20.
I believe that's high enough. Okay.
So you're unaffected.
Astral.
10.
Roll like you're in
I want to
range
assume that's not going to make it. What do they need?
Chill 14.
14.
What is
Sai.
this spell?
20.
The chill pill.
Dern's not in it.
Chill
Layla.
pill is not
13. I rolled so low on the dice. It was
Layla and Astral both feel immediately zen.
I was fine beforehand.
Just like I
I just wanted him to calm down.
I mean, Doran's in it too.
I guess so. Okay,
I
with
dropped
Dern.
silence, so.
Yeah, so, yeah, well, I was thinking you were casting and, yeah. All right, go
Doran's
ahead.
good.
Dang it.
16. So he's not calm.
Okay.
Okay.
Zen.
So you're all very, very zen.
Very zen.
Yep, very calm.
Very calm.
You
Yep.
don't have advantage on yours anymore?
And you're waiting. He's
Charm.
he appears to have not even noticed, other than the fact that once again, giant spectral dragon
Because I
appears.
don't think it was. Because I got
Group
the
hug
extra stuff for being a
happens.
sea elf, like breathe underwater and stuff. So I don't know if I get it
don't know.
for.
Apology accepted.
I think what I
But
found, it didn't say
however,
anything
I
like
will
that.
not. I will not be.
I do.
What?
Sorry. I advantage on charm because I'm an elf.
Ah.
I didn't. So I remember. That's nat 20.
Okay, so he's
Not-
the only one
Yep.
that needed to
You're
calm
the
down.
only one who needed to calm down, and
I got
you're the
him to
one
calm
who got
down.
calmed
It's all
down.
good. He's the only one.
Hit.
Yep.
go.
Dalamar
Yeah,
is like, okay,
It's not
well,
over here,
that was
it's over
interesting,
here.
whatever that was, and you do understand that I cannot reveal to you what is the truth and what is the lie until you have guessed.
Right. So.
Now that he's calm, does he get to
think-
roll again?
No.
I do not think, from what I have seen of the elves on this planet, that you would have betted a
Dwarf.
blonde
Dwarf.
Dwarf.
Not elf.
You are an elf,
Yes.
but you would not have betted a blonde-haired everywhere dwarf. I don't think you did that.
Well, I'll tell you. In 2 weeks when we return to Dragonlance. Episode 26. Thank you everyone for joining
Trauma!
us.
You see what I'm saying? Fucking trauma!
This
20,
is two
yep,
Dragonlance
yep.
streams. He's done that to you.
Way more! Way more!
2 in a row.
Way more!
Thank you everybody for joining us this evening once again for Candles and Coasters Dragonlance episode 25. Next week we go back to Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and the week after
You know
back
what?
to Dragonlance,
You know what?
where we will find out if
Starting
you
at
have guessed
8:30,
correctly.
I ain't talking no more. I ain't talking no
Okay.
more.
Until then,
I'm
you
just not
guys,
engaging.
thank you once again for
Leave
celebrating
me on
1 year with us
the
and for celebrating my birthday and for all the many things that you have done to support us throughout all of this wondrous and continued adventure. But until next time, keep those candles burning.
See you next
Good night.
week. Bye.
Oh.